cannot afford to go to pieces when situations come up between us and what it is that we're believing for. We can't afford to lose it when leaves fall between us and what we believe God to take us. You and I cannot afford. Whoa. We can't afford to do it. But if we don't saturate ourselves with the word, if we're watching more TV than we are word, then if we're on Facebook more than we are in the book, then when situations come, what's in us is going to come out of us. You're going to have to be okay with being out of step with the world. You're going to have to be okay with some friends not understanding. You're going to have to be okay with some family members not understanding. Why are you talking to yourself? Why are you making them confessions? I don't see no more money. I don't see nothing. You still confessing that? You and I have to make sure that we're not shaken by what other folks think. I gotta be reminded of how I'm made. I gotta be reminded of who's in me. Not only that, but I have to be reminded of what's on me. That I got the blessing of Abraham on my life. See, this is something you got to remind yourself, because situations will come and present themselves like Goliath did before David. Yo, kid, this plane has got to land, because I got some promises over my life. I don't know who was in the cockpit. It don't make me know, never mind. I know I got a promise over my life. I don't care how much the plane shakes. This plane has got to come down on its wheels. Hey, you with me? I don't care what it do up in the air. It got to come down on its wheels. I tell myself that. Why? I got a promise over my life. I got some things that God said I'm supposed to do and see that hadn't come to pass yet. I got to open my mouth and declare that. When the plane starts shaking in your life, you got to open your mouth and declare, this bad boy got to land on his wheels. When I was cleaning the other day, I created a Shekinah glory. Cause I mixed two chemicals that shouldn't go together. They were all right by themselves, but when I put them together, they became deadly. I hate to be preaching a singles conference in the middle of my message, but there's some of you with people, y'all all right separate from each other, but if we put you two together, y'all are. So I put the two things together, and I got too close to the bucket. I was coughing and sneezing, and our receptionist, she's so sweet, I don't know, Miss Vivian, she came through spraying Lysol. And when I tell you, she might as well have struck a match and stuck it up my nose, because that Lysol was burning so bad, I didn't have what I needed to resist. I was totally thrown off by something that would normally not would have bothered me. Because I exposed myself to something that brought down my resistance. See, when you and I are going through something, you have to be careful what you expose yourself to, so that you don't bring down your resistance. Things that normally wouldn't bother you, got to check what you've exposed yourself to. You normally wouldn't be depressed 2 days off of what somebody said, but now you've been exposed to some stuff that brought down your resistance. What's in it, what is needed is already in it, but because it's been undisturbed, it's settled. And when she put the other person out and turned to the side away from the doctor, she did what they said in 2 Timothy 1:6. She started. I don't have to add nothing else to it right now. I just need to. See, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? See, this is why you have to watch your mouth. Because the way you stir it up is with your tongue, and your tongue is your spoon. See, that's why you and I can't afford when stuff happens and it's negative and we're, certain things had to be spoken. And can I tell you something in my last few minutes is that when Jesus restores us, you and I have to do what it is that he had told them in verse 41. He said, make sure that no man knows it, and make sure you give her something to eat. In other words, protect what it is God has done and feed what it is he has done. If God has restored your relationship, you need to protect your relationship and you need to feed it. If God has restored your mind, you need to protect your mind and you need to feed it. If God has restored your self-esteem, then you need to protect it and you need to feed it.